We all have that one friend who seems to be at the top of his game when it comes to getting the ladies. Anytime we try to know how he does it by asking him, we all get the same reply, which is, it's natural. So here's how he does it. Respectfulness first of all. Respectfulness is among the things women can't resist in a man. Being respectful sits at the forefront. Ladies like it when a man is respectful to female folks. They enjoy it when you treat them with respect by asking for their opinion before making crucial decisions and not bullying them into doing things they generally do not plan on doing. Many men fail the novices and continue to disrespect ladies without remorse. The result is that these ladies tend to see such men as monsters and do everything within their power to stay away from them. Buddy, if you want the ladies to come around, then start treating the ones around you with respect. It's not that hard, after all. You could start by taking basic steps like seeking her opinion in every matter from the crucial ones to the less crucial ones, hearing them out by never laying your hands on a woman, which is very obvious, please, or saying hurtful words to her, and never playing with their feelings. Now, before you go about showing respect only to the ladies that you have an interest in while treating other ladies around like trash, know that being fake to women is worse than being disrespectful, and no matter how hard you try to hide it, women will always discover fake men eventually. So, dude, try to have a change of attitude as it relates to respectfulness. Dropping any narcissistic values you may hold will very well do the trick of turning you into a man several women desire. Ambition. Next up is ambition. You heard that right. Women can hardly resist ambitious men. Buddy, what are your goals? What do you plan to be in the next 5 years career-wise? What are your financial targets and things that you plan to achieve shortly? If you have genuine answers to one or all of these questions, you are good to go. However, if you have no answers to these questions, then we got a problem, dude. No girl wants to be around a guy who has no ambition, a man who lacks goals, a man who is content with his current level at his job, complacent in his life in every aspect of it, educational qualifications, or financial state. Everyone wants to see the ladies rushing to be around you, then fix your ambition level. We all genuinely want to get better in life and to be better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday, and most times to do this, we often require that extra push from friends, partners, or our families. Ladies are not different. A lady who seeks to hit the peak of her career or is to get listed on the Forbes list of successful individuals will always go after men who can motivate her to achieve her dreams and even aspire for bigger things. Be that man for her by showing that you have your own goals and life plans. Trust me, dude. Once the ladies discover that you know what you're doing, they're going to start to see the potential of greatness in you. And this may very well be the beginning of them being unwaveringly attracted to you. Good sense of humor. One set of men that never go wrong with the ladies are those with a great sense of humor. When I say a good sense of humor, I'm talking about knowing the right things to say that could lighten up her mood and make her feel better in the moments when she's down. Women never find you irresistible? Well then, I'm guessing you don't have the humor. Work on it. This reminds me of a kind of a crazy experience I had back in high school. So, I've always been a fun guy, right? You know, quote-unquote fun guy who has a special ability to turn sad faces into bubbling laughter faces. Call it my superpower. Might as well be, right? During my final high school days, I was caught feeling for a brunette in my class named Joyce. Some quick facts about Joyce. She was gorgeous, always studying, and never passed out on the chance to turn guys down. Well, I didn't want to be grouped among the dudes she turned down, you know. Wanted to get into a relationship with her but failed. So, I had to do things a bit differently. I used the humor approach. Well, so you understand better, the humor approach is a method that I developed to get, well, I guess that I didn't necessarily develop it but implemented it to get ladies who never pass on the chance to turn guys down on me. It's simple. You just have to make her feel comfortable around you by lightening up her mood anytime you're around her. That's what I did. Guys, from telling light jokes to passing funny compliments over to Joyce, I made her feel like she was wanting more every time we ended a conversation. You want to know how that all ended? Joyce had no option but to say yes to being my girlfriend. She even confessed, no guy got her feeling as happy as I did. You want her to find you irresistible, then be that guy who always puts her in a good mood. However, do tread with caution. Ladies like guys who have a good sense of humor, but they tend to just look clowns, always telling jokes and never being serious, would ultimately make her see you as a clown, as somebody who's untrustworthy, who doesn't see things as worth taking seriously. As good as it is to be funny, knowing when to be serious is way more important. And trust me, once you get that balance right, you're going to become irresistible to the ladies around you. I promise. Intelligence, how smart are you? Bud? How good are your contributions to discussions? How often do you proffer solutions to problems facing your friends? How often do you use the word proffer? Yeah, your answers to these questions will determine if you're not being irresistible to the ladies. Then that's your fault or not. For the record, ladies like intelligent men. They love it when a man can challenge them intellectually and also contribute to group discussions. If you tick all these boxes, that's perfect. However, if you don't, well then, my advice is that you build your intelligence. Are you surprised by my last sentence? Well, don't be, as there are several ways that you can build your intelligence level. It's a little daunting, but it ain't that hard. On the top of the list is reading. And not only does that improve your intelligence, it also improves your attention span, which we kind of live in an attention span drought. So it's a good thing to stand out having an actual attention span. So yes, from articles to magazines down to newspapers, you got to consume all that material. You should read books though. And when I say books, I don't mean those restricted to your field of study. Anything, any fiction, nonfiction, it's all informative to the brain. Consuming books, articles, magazines helps people build their intellect levels and also creates something common between individuals. That's another part. Yeah, you can then relate to people. They make people see things differently as well, and they can give people different perspectives about several situations. And believe me, you can't go wrong with picking reading as a hobby, as it'll help you become an all-rounder in no time and make the ladies go crazy after you. And a lot of them read, so that's an easy in right there. Now, before I go on, I would like to correct a common notion of intelligence being the same as brilliance. It's not. Being brilliant doesn't translate to being intelligent. Dude, just because your grades were often low in high school doesn't make you not smart. You know, just because you were a straight-A student doesn't mean that you're super intelligent, got that chip on your shoulder, and you deserve it. No. So, never limit yourself or pass on the opportunity to build your intellect because of your grades or anything like that. Those are external, generalized reflections of intelligence that don't really account for all the different ways in which one can be intelligent. So there's that. And remember, girls are often drawn to intelligent guys. So being just the guy will no doubt make you irresistible to her. Empathy one commentate that guys tend to overlook is empathy. If only they knew how irresistible ladies tend to find empathetic guys that are in touch with their emotions. Buddy, you want to be so irresistible to her that she would do anything to be in your good books, then never pass on the opportunity to show her your empathetic side. Being empathetic translates to possessing the ability to understand and share the feelings of a friend or partner. That goes further to being sensitive to issues faced by friends and proffer solutions to their problems without sounding judgmental. Proffer. This begs the question, how do you behave around her when she's going through a difficult time? How do you react to her handling a situation poorly? What kind of advice do you dish out when she runs to you seeking for some, well, advice? Your level of empathy rests on the answers you provide to the above questions. However, here is my experience of how empathy could turn you into a woman magnet. Most people see me as a soft-hearted person, and that is true. But I never expected ladies would get attracted to me for this reason. Back in the day, I had a friend named Mary who was going through a tough time in her relationship. Mary's boyfriend was, in a word, toxic. He was manipulative and a cheat. He would do things and guilt-trip Mary for them. And in no time, I became Mary's go-to guy. She had come to my apartment and talked about how her relationship was heading for doom. And I, being empathetic, would try my best to be there for her and give her advice when it matters. In no time, she ended her relationship and her bond grew stronger than ever before. As a certified bad boy, I asked her out on a date the moment I realized that she ended her relationship. And one thing that hit me during those conversations was when Mary said that she loved my empathetic nature or something like that. While we remain close friends today, I've done quite a number on her coochie. Is coochie a weird word to say? Is it an unsexual word? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But the point is, buddy, no matter how amazing you are, the moment you lack empathy, ladies will never get drawn to you. So always try to be empathetic, never be the judgmental type. Generosity. Time to talk about generosity, dude. One trait that women can never resist is generosity. Yeah, women find it hard to pass on a highly generous man, not only to his friends but also to strangers. Being generous is a great way to prove that you not only care about your needs, but the needs of others as well. When a woman sees a man, she tends to throw herself certain questions. Some of them include, is he generous? Can I depend on him when I'm financially down? Asks his close friends and family, find him dependable? If our relationship should lead to marriage, will he be good for our kids? Her answers to these questions would determine if she would want to be around you or not. So, dude, if you find yourself helping out friends in need difficult, then you might want to, change as a person, as the whole logic behind generosity is that it goes both ways. You may as well find yourself being the one in need someday, and then you will have nobody. Thank you for watching.